G'day everyone, it's Joe here from thekissprinciple.net with your weekly word this Wednesday. I'm quite excited about this weekly word, and at the same time it's quite a challenging weekly word as well, at least for myself, but I think it can be challenging for most people too. Let's talk about priorities here. Jesus said to us in John 10:10 that he came to bring us life and to bring life for us more abundantly. Jesus said that we are to be the light of the world to others. But you have a look around today. We see so many Christians. They're just tired, stressed out. They're just running from one thing to another, and they're not showing the presence of God, the happiness of God. They're not showing the world what John 10:10 is meant to show. And I'll be honest here that I sometimes find, well, not sometimes, most of the times I find this sort of thing a challenge as well. So what's some of the things that we can do that we can bring things back into balance? The Bible says be well balanced because our adversary goes around like a roaring lion. So some simple things. What do we do? And what I want to focus on here is priorities. And come to think of it, I think I'm going to turn this thing into a bit of a series because I really think that we all need this. We need to go back over some of the basics when it comes to the things of God. So let's talk priorities for a moment. Start every day with God and also end the day, finish the day with Him. Now you may be saying to yourself, Joe, hang on a second, I'm having enough trouble putting God into my schedule and then getting through my schedule and all that sort of thing, Now let's just pull that back up for a minute. Let's just stop there, okay? Stop trying to put God into your schedule. Instead, work your schedule around God. Now the reason why I'm saying that is because the Bible says that He will redeem the time for us. The Bible says that if any of us lacks wisdom, all we've got to do is we've got to ask Him and He will give it to us. Now, maybe you're trying to get through a bunch of stuff and God can give you the wisdom, He can give you the knowledge, He can help you to be in the right place at the right time so that the things that you've got to get through are less frustrating. They will run much smoother throughout the day. And in fact, you probably find that you can get through the things much easier and much quicker. And look, I understand. I mean, I'm busy. I have a large family. We've got commitments. We've got work. We've got church. We've got family events. We've got kids' school and kids event, things that the kids do, all those sort of things. I understand what that feels like. But to be able to get through them, we need to really seek the wisdom of God to do that. And we're never going to draw upon the wisdom of God if we don't spend quality time with Him first. Now, I'm going to probably, expand this out into a bit of a series because I want to show you a little bit of what I do to spend time with God. The steps that I do in reading His Word and prayer and devotionals and that sort of thing. And they're just very simple, easy things that you can integrate as part of what you do during the day. So I'll look forward to bringing that to you guys very, very soon as part of this series. But first, number one, make God your priority. Let Him be the first. Start the day with Him and end the day with Him. Number two, if you're married, the second part of it is your wife. Never neglect spending time and doing things for your wife. Okay? Number three, your kids. So we've been working down the list. God first, wife second. Number three, your children next. Then you've got close family and close friends, or intermediate family, intermediate friends. And then number five, right down on the bottom of the list, is your ministry. Now, a lot of people, they have the list upside down or all over the place. They give more priority to ministry, or they give priority to maybe their kids above their wife, and they put God down there somewhere. But in order for things to work smoothly, which is in Bible order, the way that God wanted us to do it, is we've got to go through the list. Put God first, then you put your family members, your wife second, or of course if you're female, your husband second. And if you've got kids, kids come after that. Then you got friends and intermediate family, that sort of thing after this. And then the ministry comes right at the very bottom there. Now, here's the thing. If you love what you do in ministry and you seek the wisdom of God for that, and you get your priorities right, you'll be able to do ministry and at the same time keep the right balance as well in your family. And to be really honest, ministry, being that channel of God's blessing for others, that really flows out through us first to our families. That's to our husbands and wives, then to our kids, and then it flows on out there to everybody else. So the priorities are really very important, and I am rather passionate about this because I have seen many people, they give first priority to ministry. And what I see later on down the track is that we have marriage problems, marriages that end in divorce. We have children that are fighting for mum and dad's attention. They're having problems with learning, problems at school, all these sort of things. You find that the family is starting to fragment, that's starting to come apart. And I really do believe is that because some of the priorities there are out of order. So, yep, absolutely. This is going to become a bit of a series on this one. So I'm going to tackle a few things head on. I'm going to tackle about spending time with God. I'm going to tackle things like spending time with families. We're going to talk about simple things like health and nutrition and exercise and rest, sleep, all these sort of things. These are really an important part of our lives today, because this world, we have got so many things that are coming at us from all directions that we need to really get back to basics and just start with the things of God first. So again, never forget this. Start the day with God first and end the day with Him. So this is the first part of the series that I'm going to talk about, okay? As always, don't forget to subscribe to us on this channel, thekissprinciple.net. Like us on our Facebook page. Follow us on Instagram. God's great. Have a great week.